Hey everybody, Joey here. So this will be the first video that I'm going to make of two that are very exciting to me. This one's going to be my first artist discography video. I don't really have full catalogs of artists. This is probably the best one I have, so I'm going to show it. And the second one is going to be me showing a 150 record lot that I just picked up from Craigslist. So it has some cool things, and it has some bad things, but so I'll show that soon whenever I can. But today I'm going to focus on the artist. Is going to be Mike Kinsella, who is better known for being his solo project Owen, and being in a lot of different influential indie bands. But I'm not going to show the bands he was in. I'm only going to show the records where he fronted the band, just to make it simple. So he was the drummer in the band called Captain Jazz. He started it when he was like 12 years old, and it went up until his like late teens. It's just like an indie kind of emo punk band in the early to mid 90s. So then he left that band and went on to do this little short project here. So the first one, The One Up Downstairs. This was recorded in 1996 to 97, but it was released for the first time on polyvinyl. So he's just featured on vocals here. And then the drummer of this band, The One Up Downstairs, Steve Lamos, was in this band with Mike right after that, called American Football. This is their debut EP in 1998 on polyvinyl. So this features Mike Kinsella on guitar and voice and bass, I believe, and then Steve Lamos, and then I can't remember now, another guy named Steve on guitar too. So it's mainly a guitar thing. There's not really a lot of bass going on. It's got 3 songs, very beautiful, kind of complicated time signatures with clean guitar, and really emotional and honest lyrics, mainly about young their experiences with relationships and stuff. And there's a trumpet, and so this is like one of my favorite bands, American Football. This is the EP. Okay, next is their last release. It's under American Football, and their debut LP on polyvinyl, self-titled American Football. It's the same thing as the EP, but more trumpet, longer songs. There's like a 8.5 minute song on here. I just love this cover. Like, if you know the album, there's a glare there. I love that cover. It's like, there's somebody in there, and it's like kind of like the person who took this picture broke up with who's ever in that window, and he's just like kind of staring at it. I don't know. That's the kind of the feeling I get from it, which is the feeling I get from the record. So you kind of have to know the record to know what I'm talking about. Same thing with these nice trees too. So this is American Football's debut. Then after American Football, he was in this other band called Owls where he played drums, but he didn't front it, so I'm not going to show it. So here's where he begins with his probably his most rewarding project, which is just called Owen, like the name Owen. So here is his debut, released in 2001. This is where he kind of breaks from the emo trend of American Football, and kind of starts with he's very influenced by Mark Kozlik, you can tell, and so it has that kind of pastoral folk, very introspective kind of feel to it. And a lot of these tracks were recorded, this whole album in fact was recorded at his mother's house using like Pro Tools and stuff, so which you can tell there's a lot of things on here that aren't necessarily real instruments, but it's really cool. Here's the second release that he did. It's a split release called Owen, the Rutabaga split. The Rutabaga is just another kind of folk project. This is the only release they did, but it's a good Owen release that has a cover of an American Football song too. Lovely cover as always. His next album, No Good for No One Now. This is 2003 or 2, I believe. I'm not actually sure. I should have looked that up. He's becoming more and more like Mark Kozelek with every album. This album only has 7 songs on it, which means that they're long songs of kind of not necessarily jamming, but just music keeps going and stuff, you know. So it's really cool. Next release, Owen, the EP. It's just a 6-song EP. Really great stuff. If you really want to know what I'm talking about by his sound, I would check this out and listen to the song called Gazebo. Gazebo. There's a video on YouTube of it. If you want to know his sound, and you can hear all of his influences. An album he did after that called I Do Perceive. Another long album. Really cool though. Of course I love it though. Next is an important one because it's my favorite one. This is 2006, I believe. It's At Home with Owen. This is a really cryptic cover. It's hard to see, but there's like a dead body right there. There you can kind of see it. But like I said, it's my favorite one. He started adding a lot more layers of instruments, of real instruments, and stuff. And his lyrics are getting better, I think. It has a cool cover of Femme Fatale too. But this album I've been going to sleep to. I find it's really easy to fall asleep to for some reason, and this is just the best album, I think. And this is the last album he did in 2009. There's supposed to be a new one coming out, but there's not a lot of word on it yet. But anyway, this is called New Leaves, and it kind of takes off from the At Home with Owen style. But this is a really cool album. It's 10 songs, and they're all shorter songs, so it's different, but it has a lot more female vocals in the background, like adding atmosphere, kind of like dream pop layers, stuff like that, and it has like strings on it, and it's really beautiful. Good Friends, Bad Habits, and The Only Child of Ergia are two of his best songs, so I really enjoy this one. So that's all with the LPs, or the 12-inch. Now here's a couple of the 2 singles he's released all these records have been on polyvinyl, by the way. So this is Owen, single Abandoned Bridges, released in 2010, backed with I'm Always in Love, which is a Wilco cover on white. And this one I just showed, but I just got it, so his newest single, Oh Evelyn. So limited to 2,000 copies. So that's my Owen collection, pretty complete. There's only one thing I'm missing. Well, there's a CD EP he put out called the Seaside EP, which is just unreleased tracks, but it's a CD, so I'm not going to show it. And I just wanted to focus on vinyl here. And then there is one 7-inch that I don't have because it's rare. It's limited to like 850 copies or something, but it's a split he did with the City on Film, which is a project from Bob Nana of the band Braid and Hey Mercedes. So I need to get that. I have never seen it online, so it has 2 songs from him, so I kind of need it to complete my collection. And there's some other compilations he's on, which are easily available, but I just wanted to focus on his main solo stuff, which I just did. And please check him out if you don't know him. His music speaks to me in a way that few people do. Like Mark Kozelek is another example. If you like him, you would like Owen for sure, because it's the same thing pretty much, but different, of course, you know. So that's why I like Owen so much, and his voice is very in the front of the mix. Like you can see, he does these things with his voice where he exaggerates lines and stuff. May turn people off of it, but I don't mind it. I like it. So do yourself a favor and YouTube Owen if you don't know what I mean. And thanks for watching, everybody, and please enjoy.